Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. Today, we are going to be building a stable for our horses. There was a thunderstorm that rolled through here not too long ago, and it made me a little nervous because our horses are out here in the open, completely exposed. All of our farm animals in here are fine. We have a roof on the barn, but the horses are just out in the open, so I think it's time we take care of that. I did come up with a very simple design and creative. These aren't going to be anything special or extravagant. It's not going to be like the barn, definitely not have as much detail as the house, but it will get the job done for protecting our horses and giving them a place to reside. So I've already gathered the materials. It's just spruce fence, oak slabs, and stone brick slabs, and I'm just gonna start building this. So like I said, I kind of made it in creative, and I'm just going to transfer the design over into survival mode. So I'm just kind of basing it off of screenshots for now, and it's not gonna be like any builds we have so far. This one is actually going to follow a partially diagonal plane, which you will see here in a moment. And what I mean by that is it's going to go with the shape of this little grass patch. If I actually fly up onto the roof of the barn, we will be able to see this a little bit better. So you can see right here, the path isn't a perfectly straight line. It actually goes diagonal, kind of adjacent to the storage room. So these stables, this is as far as they will go to the north. Remember, learned that in the last episode. That way is south. These are going to go all the way to this end, and then they will work a little more towards the path as we get closer to where the horses are right now. I will need to move all of them away while I build this side of it. Luckily, I have plenty of leads from sources which I will not share with you right now, but needless to say, 18 leads, we can tie up our horses elsewhere while we work on the rest of these stables. And once we are finished with all of these horse stables, I would like to get some name tags, whether we purchase those from the librarian or I'm gonna have to check to see if there are any in the dungeon that we found right below our land, right over under the smelting facility. We will have to check back there to see that. In the meantime, I need to figure out where I'm gonna bring all of these horses. I think if we just find a lamppost right around here, I may have one. Oh, I surprisingly don't. Okay. How about right here, over by the tree that's going up on the side of our house? That will work for now, just to get them out of the way while I finish building this. But I want to finish naming all of our horses and get the armor that we do have put on them, and maybe even start breeding some horses and trying to get a super fast, super healthy, and super high jumping horse. That would be a ton of fun as well. But I'm gonna finish getting the fence outline put in and meet you guys back here once I'm done with that. So this is the pattern that our horse stables will follow. It kind of alternates every 2 enclosures to go back by 2 blocks, and it's just kind of offset. And these 2 smaller enclosures that you see, those are going to be for our donkeys and mules and all of those animals. These larger ones, which they're only 2 blocks larger, those will be for the horses. So I have room for 7 plus 2 donkey, mule, whatever enclosures. And we currently have 7 animals, including a donkey, which means we have 6 horses, so we do have room for 1 more horse. Of course, this can always be expanded, or we can have multiple of these enclosures. I just wanted to get all of these horses into a more permanent home for the time being. So now I'm just going to extend up all of these corners, and this is where actually, this will come in by 1. This is where the roof will connect to the rest of the fences that we have below. And the roof itself really isn't anything special. It's still going to follow that diagonal pattern that we have going, but it's really, there's not much to it. You'll see that here in a moment. But as I said before, it is just outlined with stone brick slabs specifically, and these will go all the way around, and every single time the build itself kind of gets offset, ooh, I did mess this up, it will have a stone brick outline that goes up in between it. So now I have the outline of the roof in place, and it definitely gives you a much better understanding of how exactly this whole build looks. I'm gonna do one more frame right here just to kind of close off this look. In case we do want to put one more stable here on the end, we can always get rid of this frame right there and have that. So now I'm going to take my oak slabs and just fill in between these stone slabs. So these are going to go here, and again, these are just going to follow that same diagonal plane that we have been doing. So it definitely looks a little odd, but overall, when you step back, it does kind of look like the roof is just on this diagonal plane. There's not really anything funky going on with it. So I'm going to finish up all of these oak planks here, and then the roof itself will be complete. We can move on to some of the detailing down below. And the roof on that is all finished. It definitely ties in nicely with our barn. Of course, we have the variation of stones in there, but overall, it definitely fits the theme of this little section of our valley. I'm going to fly down here now, and we are going to take out most of this grass, probably all of it, because I can replace the grass if we want to, and I'm going to fill it in with things like coarse dirt and path blocks and podzol, all of those different blocks to make it look a little more textured. And I'm debating in my mind whether I want to do some sort of outline similar to what we have here in the barn, going underneath these fence blocks, but I think I'm just going to have it be just the dirt material, whatever that is we decide to use, and I will put that underneath the fence. I might do maybe stone brick here on the corners. Oops. I might do stone brick on the corners like that, but we already have the path block underneath it. Well, not the traditional path, but our path. We have that underneath parts of it. And over here, we're going to extend this path to the smelting facility, and it will kind of collide with some of these corners. So I don't think I'm too concerned about that. I just mainly want to get the inner parts of the little enclosures filled in. So all of that dirt has been removed, so now I'm just going to grab some gravel here. Well, yeah. No, we won't go with gravel, we'll just use coarse dirt and podzol. I don't think I have very much podzol, only 6 of it. Luckily, I have a silk touch shovel, and we can just fly up here real quick and grab some of that, avoiding the creeper that I spotted off in the distance. And 45 podzol should be plenty for us. And we will just use whatever grass blocks we have to fill in for the path blocks themselves. So I'm just going to start placing in some of these dirt blocks and the podzol and get all of that put in place. Okay, so here's the finished look of our horse stables with all of the dirt in place. I also extended some of these fence posts all the way up so they are connected to the roof and not just floating. So with all of this finished, we can go ahead and remove some of this grass as well. And eventually, again, this will be the path that leads over in this direction towards the smeltery. Uh-oh, we have a spider here. Now we can start bringing our horses into place. So we will just do this one at a time, starting with the optimistic namer. And I also want to do some hanging signs. Are we going to have to break the lead? I guess we will. Am I going to have to break the lead on all of them? I guess so. We'll operate fast. So we will start with the optimistic namer. I would like to do hanging signs above each of the horse stables as well. I think that would be a fun little touch just right above there. And again, we're just going to go one at a time. We'll do this one next since he has a saddle. So that's 2 down. Let's go ahead and do the donkey real quick, just because that's nice and easy. There we go. Close the gates on that and grab the saddle off of him. And it looks like we have 4 more. Yep, 4 more horses here. I think it would also be convenient for us if we included whether the horse is really fast or can jump really high on the sign, just so we know which horse we are taking. And this is our super duper slow horse. We probably won't take him out very often, and I'm gonna need to wreck that lamppost. I can do that real quick. And 1 horse left down here, and then we will work on naming all of them and getting the... I have a lot of horse armor, and I think I have a lot of saddles as well, so we will take care of that also. So there we go. There's our 6 horses and 1 donkey. Let's make some hanging signs real quick. I'm thinking maybe... I want to say spruce, but we already have a lot of spruce in this build. So I think what we will opt for is maybe some dark oak. I think that would work out really well for us, considering the fact that we already have 4 dark oak hanging signs that we can use right off the bat. So let's get right up here and name some of these horses. We'll start with this one because I want to use some of the names that I didn't end up using when I asked everyone for some comment suggestions. Of course, the optimistic namer was too good to turn down, so I went with that. But I saw Patches in there, so I think, uh-oh, that is not how we want to place that sign. I guess I can't place it on the fence post here, so we're going to need to think about this a little bit. If I were to place it right up here, and let's see how this looks. So Patches is a perfect name for this horse with the white spots. I think that looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not perfectly centered, but I think it kind of sells the look in a way. I think because this is 3 blocks across, but I think we will go with that. So we have Patches, we have the optimistic namer. We have 4 more horses now to name that we will figure out here in a moment, but we will get a saddle put onto Patches and go see what other saddles / horse armor we have in our collection. So the horse armor will be right up here, and let me clean out my inventory just a little bit. Alright, that's a little better. So diamond horse armor, gold horse armor, iron horse armor, and I think I have some in the miscellaneous. 1 more gold horse armor, and it looks like that's all of our horse armor for now. So 4 more pieces of horse armor. As for name tags, we do have 3 name tags as well, so we can take all of these items out here with us. And the diamond horse armor will go on, I think this horse is one of my faster horses. I think this is the slowest one, so we'll put the diamond horse armor on here. We will put the iron horse armor on Patches. I think that will look very sleek. It does indeed. And saddles as well. That's the other thing I was going to check for. Let's put the gold horse armor onto this horse right there. And maybe right here, since that horse is our slowest horse, I don't think we will be using him all that often. So 2 gold horse armors, 2 diamonds, and an iron. That is looking very sleek for us. Let me go see about our saddles now. And we had 3 additional saddles, so we will put 1 right there. Let's get 1 on Patches here. And let's see, we will go with this one right here. Oh, I guess I have 4 of them. I forgot I already had 2 of them on the horses. So there we go. That takes care of that. And all of our horses have armor and saddles, except for this incredibly slow horse down there. So name tags, we are just going to need one more name tag to get these 4 named. And we will also, I'm curious, I want to go down into the spider spawner over here and check out if we can get any more additional loot. I just have to remember how to get down there. I think it was somewhere right around here. We'll just staircase down. Actually, I think it was right under the smeltery. I remember we were taking out those blocks, and when we dug a little further, we did dig right into that spawner. So we will start right here in the middle and just dig down, see if we can find this spawner. I think I did end up raiding the spawner, but I just want to double check. Okay, I hear them. They are over this way. Oh, well, how about that? Right above us. I couldn't even tell because it's so dark down here. Let's break through here, and I think we should be safe to tower up. Looks like we are. In here, we do have 2 more additional saddles. There we go. Just what I was hoping to find. I was also hoping maybe we would come across another name tag, but it doesn't look like we have had any luck with that. We will leave that spider be and head back up to the top. So now we have enough saddles for this last horse right here, and our donkey around on the other side. Now we can head up to our anvil and get some name tags made for our horses. Again, I'm not sure what other names we will go with. Of course, we can do patches right away, and we will get that put on that horse. So there we go. And now we have, let's see, we have a brown horse, a blackish gray horse, mostly black, and a brown horse, 2 brown horses. This one, I think these 2 at the end are the same look. So we need to figure out names. We have 2 more name tags, so we need to figure out a name probably for the horse with the diamond horse armor, and one of these horses right here. Now, this horse is all black except around the legs. It has these white, sort of, I hear a zombie. Oh, we got a couple zombies, a few zombies. Are we having a zombie siege? And now we have been poisoned? I'm not really sure what's going on here. Well, let's go ahead and kill the witch. And as long as we don't have any creepers show up, we should be okay. Let me go ahead and eat real quick. That was certainly unexpected. But now I do want to make sure I light up around here just so we don't have that happening a little closer to all of our structures here. So this horse right here, as I was saying, has these little white marks around its legs, so I'm sure we could do something with that. And I think this horse is the same, actually. Yep, the same thing, just brown instead of black. And this horse right over here, again, looks just like this one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did ask AI for a couple of suggestions, but I did get a couple good ideas. So I think for this horse, we will go with Diamond Dust. I think that is a fitting name with the diamond horse armor. So let me go get one of these name tags real quick. So Diamond Dust for the horse in the diamond armor, and for the other horse, the black one with the white stripes around the legs, I think we will go with Midnight Rider for that one. And we can go get these name tags put on our horses down there. And of course, even though we don't have an equal number of name tags to the number of horses, we can still use our signs to name the rest of them right now. So Midnight Rider right there, and Diamond Dust on that horse right there. So we do still have 3 more horses that need to be named, and our donkey around here on the back, which also still needs a name. In the meantime, we can take our hanging signs and get these placed down. So we have one for Diamond Dust, we have one for Midnight Rider, and of course one for the Optimistic Namer. And we will dye these signs white so they are a little easier to read. So there we go. There's our 4 hanging signs up so far. Again, we are just missing, a name for this horse right here and that one over here. I just recently said we need 3 more. We only need 2 more. I forgot about patches already. So we will get that taken care of. But I think that is where we are going to leave it for this episode of the Optimistic Survival series. If you did enjoy it and you are looking forward to seeing more just like it, definitely hit that thumbs up button and do make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.